Hi everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. This is Nina, and today we are looking once again at our weekly energy forecast to see what is the energy that you're playing with, what you can expect in the upcoming 7 to 10 days, and what is the guidance as well for you. Okay, so as usual, we have three groups or three piles before us. We have rose quartz, we have amethyst, and then we have green aventurine. And this week we are impacted by the energies of the full moon in Cancer. So I won't be surprised if we are seeing cards related to endings, completion, closure, okay, especially to do with relationships, with the home and hearth, because that is what Cancer rules. Cancer rules the fourth house in astrology, and it is also ruled by the moon. So our emotions could be really heightened at this time. Along with that, our intuition is also very heightened. So those are some of the themes that we are seeing, okay, for the week ahead. Just be a little careful because Cancer can be quite a sensitive sign. I can vouch for that. I'm a Cancerian. So there's a difference between intuition and emotion. Okay, so listen to your intuition and not heightened emotions. Okay, and yes, the themes could revolve around family, around home, hearth, around your foundations in life. Okay, and also your mother. Okay, so let's see what's happening for you. If you need more time, you can pause the video here and I will see you in your timestamps. So for those of you drawn to the rose quartz, welcome to your reading. I am sensing this energy here of kindred souls, okay? Especially friendships, if you have been maybe longing for your soul tribe, or you might be thinking about these things in this upcoming week, okay? Questions around, is this my soul tribe? If not, then where can I find these people? Okay, maybe you will start to attract friendships that actually belong to your world, to your life. Okay, and friendships that are based on like-mindedness and some common goal. That's what I'm feeling strongly for you. Let's please excuse my throat, it's a bit sore. Okay, I'm gonna pull out some Lenormand cards for you, and okay, we have the woman, the fish, let's get one more, and we have the heart. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the mountains. This could be a friendship with somebody who is at a distance from you. Okay, maybe someone who's from a different culture, could also be online. Okay, so the way to read this quite literally would be, the way I read sometimes the fish is abundance, so plenty of something, plenty of feelings. Okay, so I feel like for those of you who are single, maybe you might be getting out of your cocoon and starting to date, and you do have plenty of options. You have an abundance of options. For others of you, there's an emphasis here on plenty of or lots of feelings. Okay, and this could be towards anybody, could be friends, could be in general. Maybe your emotions are heightened. Okay, as I spoke in the beginning of in the intro. And with the feminine here, this could be towards fellow feminine energies if you are a feminine yourself, or it could be towards a specific woman in your life. Okay, could be anybody, could be a mother, could be a sister, sibling, whatever it may be, or a friend. So the way I'm seeing this is that it could also be somebody who is quite wealthy. Okay, those are the literal meanings. Lenormand is read quite literally, so that's what I'm picking up on so far. Let's see what your other cards suggest here. Okay, so 10 of Cups, Okay, not surprised to see this, which is actually Mars in Pisces. So Mars is this fiery energy in Pisces. So that's a lot of, like, it's a whirlpool of emotions. Okay, and it is also indicative of feeling this utter state of bliss, of wish fulfillment, of contentment, of satisfaction, and one that you can actually share with other people. So there's a lot of watery energy already here. You've got the Chariot, which is a Cancer card. So you may be a Cancerian, or you could be dealing with one, and you have the Two of Swords. Okay. I want to pull out the other cards and see the overall theme for you and what's happening. Okay. You've got Divine Channel. You are a divine channel. You work with your angels and guides to deliver messages that assist others on their spiritual path. I often get this card for like my own personal readings for myself that I do. We've got the Sun, beautiful, number 1. We've got Tsunami, Wake Up Call. Got Loyal Heart. Yeah. So this is the energy that I was picking up on with the rose quartz, of like-mindedness, friendships, supportive connections that are helpful and loyal. We've got 35, and we've got Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. All right. I feel like there is something coming out of the blue here which shakes you up, okay? It could definitely be even a romantic connection for some of you. It could be friendship, but it could also be romance is what I'm seeing, okay? It shakes you up, it shakes you out of this, you could say, out of your sleep in a way, okay? That's where the wake up call comes in. And again, it's tsunami, so it is connected to water. Unfortunately, we are seeing some tsunami-like conditions in the world, okay, in certain places, but that's besides the point. What I'm definitely seeing here is that you are going to be not just emotionally quite sensitive and intuitive, but you're going to be like downloading a lot of things, okay, in terms of insight on the way forward, because there are some situations, there is a particular situation for most of you where you have been a bit stuck, okay, or you've been feeling like I don't know which way to go. That is sometimes the energy of the Chariot, okay. And I'm strongly seeing that you're also working on like conquering your mind in the upcoming 7 to 10 days, which is like the lesson of the Chariot, okay, to take the dark and the light and the shadow and the light and move forward and develop focus by conquering over the duality, right? And again, with the Two of Swords, there is this sense of duality here. And these questions, or these, you could say even issues, again could come back to, who is part of my tribe, who belongs in my circle, who do I really share this sense of comfort and like-mindedness and love and compassion with, okay. Some of you could also feel this urge maybe to just get up and go and leave a situation which is a bit, you could say a bit volatile, okay. It could be that you're living with people who don't actually who are not on the same wavelength, or who kind of challenge you in a way, and where you need to develop this sense of willpower and inner strength to move forward and focus on yourself, okay, and on your growth and your success. You will be able to do that, but I feel like somewhere along the week you might feel this, like, I wouldn't even call it indecisiveness. It's more like an inner turmoil, okay, like an inner chaos, especially with the idea of conquering the mind, the Two of Swords is two conflicting ideas, and the mind can get overworked in that situation. So the advice here for you is to sort of pay attention firstly to the insight that you're getting, okay? Especially if you're stuck in a situation where you can't decide about something, fall back on your intuition because it's really heightened at this time, okay? And there are supportive people coming into your life in whatever shape or form, or whatever label or tag you want to put to those relationships. They are coming in, okay? So it's not like you're alone, firstly, all right? And secondly, if this is happening in your love life, and you have an opportunity to maybe get to know somebody at a deeper level, at a more intimate level, your mind might be going back to the past. Your mind might be taking you back to a place where your heart wasn't open, because you maybe went through something difficult, something challenging, okay? And that's why this card is here. South Node is connected to karma, okay? So firstly, a lot of the challenges that you're facing right now in respect to relationships have to do with karmic ties, karmic bonds in your life, okay? But the thing, there's another message that I'm getting here, okay? You've been in a similar situation before, whatever this is. It could be that you're getting irritated by, you're getting triggered in some way, or you're getting irritated, or you're like, I don't know if I should stay or leave in this situation or whatever. This time around, you're getting an opportunity to either see it differently, from a different perspective, or to break the pattern in some way. Because I get the feeling that you have been in this cycle before, and it's almost like, oh no, here we go again, kind of a thing, okay? This time around also, I feel that you will have some other supportive connections that you can turn to, maybe for advice or simply for emotional support, okay? And besides your own insight, your own intuition, you have their advice and their wisdom to fall back on, okay? And with the sun here, this is heralding in success, prosperity, okay? You're definitely in for a victory, whether this is an emotional victory, rising above your mental conflicts and mental obstacles, or this is an actual something tangible, like you're maybe coming out successful in some competition, or you're gaining recognition against all odds, or something like that. It is heralding in a new beginning for you. The sun is bright, it is prosperous, it's full of opportunity as well, okay? The only caveat here is to not go back to an old cycle. And when I get this card, this is like a warning to me that, hey, you've been here before, make different choices this time. Do not make them from the same, I would say, conditioned and limited perspective, okay? You've outgrown that, you're a new person, so make a different choice this time, all right? Okay, so let's get some cards from the Whispers of Love for your love life. Okay, so we have new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work. Prospects offer spiritual growth. And we also have rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. And with the Two of Swords, sometimes the best thing to do with this energy of maybe mental overload or mental conflict is to just let it sit, okay, to sleep over it. Because in that space, we hardly ever make decisions out of clarity or out of conviction. And we might go back to that old fear-based conditioned, program, and we end up making the same choices, the same decisions again. Okay, so we don't want to step into that karma again or that cycle again. It's time to leave that behind and embrace the opportunities that come your way, whether it is in love or it is in terms of a business partnership or a friendship even. Okay, or romance, however it applies to you. Just be open to it is what I'm feeling here. Okay, practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective, and be compassionate towards yourself firstly. Okay, so those are your messages, group number 1. Interesting reading. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a fabulous week ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Hi, group 2. For those of you who've chosen this amethyst here, what I'm hearing for you is that there's something quite mystical or something quite hidden, you could say, that you're getting access to, whether this is hidden information or some hidden mystery of life that you're uncovering, or hidden knowledge about your own self, maybe your own gifts and talents. There's something that is rising to the surface with this full moon energy, and it's being illuminated for you. Okay, also, so pay attention to signs, synchronicities, and the quote-unquote coincidences that you come across, because those are definitely meant to show you something. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some Lenormand cards firstly. Do excuse my voice, my throat is aching actually, so it's a bit sore. Group number 2, what do they need to know about the week ahead? We have the Child, we have the Tower, and we have the Ship. Okay, this is nice. Okay, so with the Child and Ship, some of you could actually be starting your own business. Okay, or you could be getting ideas to do that. There's this childlike curiosity as well when it comes to what can I do, okay, for the long haul. Okay, and I like seeing the Ship after the Tower, because this tells me that you're moving on from the past. Okay, the Tower has everything to do with the past, and it also has something to do with something that could be quite stuck. Okay, so there's movement forward, there's this growth happening for you. Okay, and with the Child there, this could be like a new beginning, whether it is in business, or you could be even thinking of maybe traveling, relocating, going overseas. It could be an opportunity for some of you that could be coming from abroad. Okay, especially from an organization or a business from abroad, or you could be dealing also with a trade or a business that is done online. Okay, so take it as it resonates, but those are the messages that I'm getting for you. 3 of Wands. Okay, so some of you could definitely be thinking about expanding your horizons in some way, maybe quite literally wanting to travel. Okay, we have the Strength, and lastly we have 2 of Wands. Okay, definitely a theme here which has to do with stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, moving beyond that which is familiar and looking at the future. There's a lot of future prospecting, future thinking going on. Some of you could, like I said, be wanting to leave your past behind, or a place that feels really familiar and that you have grown accustomed to, in order to move in a new direction, quite literally for some of you. Okay, we have the globe here in this card, we have the bus, and here you can see she's waiting for her ships to come in, or waiting perhaps for the right moment to to do surfing, I feel, okay? So the reason why strength is here, I feel, is because this moving in a new direction calls for inner strength. It calls for resilience, perseverance, and it calls for courage, for being bold. Okay, it's a Leo energy, and that whole energy of leadership. Okay, even though like in all the three cards, there's this feminine energy that is coming through. The element wise, this is quite masculine. Okay, this fire is associated with this aggressive masculine energy of doing, of acting. It's the active principle. So I feel like you're not just going to make plans this week, but you're going to start to take those first initial steps in that new direction, is what I'm seeing. Okay, and it's a very conscious effort to move past your past. Okay, quite literally. We have the challenger. Your relationships could be challenging you in a very painful way. Okay, that's the first time I'm seeing that card. You got two of these cards. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Community, number 7. We've got summer solstice, radiance. Nice. So we had the sun in the previous pile, and now we have the sun's energy here again. Time for a nap, number 24. And we've got your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And we will soon be entering the first quarter moon. Before that, we're going to be in the void of course moon, when we are kind of advised to not really initiate something new or to take action. But we can, of course, lay the framework and the groundwork and start to, make plans and all of that. Okay, so this card often comes up when there are some obstacles, some challenges to overcome. And in your case, they could be coming from relationships. Okay, even second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Our second chakra or sacral chakra is connected also to intimacy. And intimacy is not just, sexual. It's all sorts of intimate connections and our emotions as well that are affected by those intimate connections. It's a water, the element of that chakra is water. It's connected to emotions. So there could be, and I'm not really surprised to see this in the wake of this whole full moon in Cancer energy, there could be this longing as well, for you to explore, to move beyond what is familiar, like I said. And the motivation for a lot of you could be coming from some challenging relationships that you have. Okay, so you may be wanting to leave behind certain people who you don't interact that much with, or who you probably maintain a certain distance with, and you feel like you're always being tested by them. Okay, and you might be feeling triggered around them. Okay, so the emphasis here is on your sacral chakra. I feel like for a lot of you, even your creativity could be kind of getting blocked because of the tension or the friction that you feel around these people. Okay, and these could be anybody. These could be people at work. It could be people who have an emotional influence on you in any way. Okay, but I like seeing the radiance card here because it's telling me that you're going to be able to and be successful in pulling your energy away from whatever is going on in terms of these intimate relationships which is bothering you, and you're going to be able to bring back your sense of drive, vitality, positivity, and this go kind of ambitious energy as well that we are feeling with these fiery cards here. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be quite unperturbed by any challenges that come up, especially from relatives or colleagues or whoever it is that could be challenging you. Again, with the strength card there, it's a very interesting energy that it usually depicts a feminine who is appearing to be quite fragile and quite soft and gentle, and she's overcoming like the lion or a bear or some beast who is quite ferocious. And it talks about inner strength. It talks about being a gentle warrior, you could say. And your that strength is not physical in nature. It is your inner core strength, and that's what you're working with in this week ahead. Okay, so I do strongly feel that you will be able to overcome any of those challenges that are thrown or obstacles that are thrown in your path. And it's interesting in this card here, time for a nap. It shows a fox that is taking a nap on this crescent moon. And I often feel, that the one of the meanings of this card, the way I interpret it, is, to take like a foxy nap. Like you're asleep, but you haven't lost track of what's happening. Okay, so in a way, how you do this is by pulling your energy away and emotionally detaching from those chaotic or challenging situations or people, and giving yourself the time to focus on and strategize, okay, your goals, your ambitions, and whatever it is that you're creating, you're manifesting for yourself. Because you are going to also be very creative in this next 7 to 10 days. And there's a lot of this fiery energy backing you. So nothing's going to stop you for sure, okay? Let's get some cards for your relationships and love life. Oops. Okay, we've got love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is helpful and withstands every situation. I think that is quite self-explanatory, okay? And this could be a tide that is, passing by, but it is meant to show you something. And we have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Need I say more? Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So I kind of want to say there are still kind people in the world, so don't lose faith, okay? Even if you may be feeling challenged by the people who you are currently dealing with, there are likely to be new connections coming your way. But the idea here is to be aware of what is playing out. It is a pattern. It is meant to show you something. It's meant to give you a sense of insight and closure on that pattern, and to choose differently, because you do have a choice in terms of which direction do I go into from here. Okay, those are your messages, group 2. I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you all the very best. Have a wonderful week ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you then later. Bye bye. So for those of you who've chosen this green aventurine, one of the messages that I'm getting for you is that there's like the birth of a new connection. Okay, you could be coming across somebody new who's really nurturing. Okay, who's got a gentle sort of energy. And it could be multiple people, but I do feel like you're kind of sowing the seeds for new connections in this upcoming week, okay? Connections that are nurturing, that enable your growth, okay? That are conducive to your growth, and that feel like home in a way, all right? Let's see your cards, but I'm going to start with Lenormand firstly. Do excuse my voice. I have a bit of a sore throat. Okay, group number 3, what do they need to know? Oops, we have the stars. Okay. The clover and the fish. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have the letter. This is looking really positive so far. These three are some of the most amazing cards, especially when it comes to success, money, abundance, good luck. What can I say? This is looking really, really positive. Okay. You could be getting some communication from somebody, an opportunity, some legal agreement, or something that you need to sign, you need to go over, some document. Okay. Maybe in the upcoming week, but this week I feel like it's really lucky for you. It's like hitting the jackpot. Okay, so there's an abundance of luck, of success, of recognition, and a fruitful outcome to your efforts. Okay, let's see your tarot cards. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, an abundance of thoughts as well. The Sun, beautiful. So it's funny how the Sun has shown up in all the three readings in different cards, you know. So I feel like this is an amazing omen for new beginnings. Five of Cups. Okay. Let's see other cards. We've got Inspired Action, number 22. Focus on inspiration and the action steps will follow effortlessly. Okay. And the stars have to do also with our dreams, with our aspirations, with what we hope for. Got Victory, number 28. Nice. Full Moon, Completion. We have soulmates. So every group has got some similar kind of energy of kindred souls. Okay, 41. And we lastly have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. And there is a lot happening in the opposite sign of Cancer, which is Capricorn. Venus is in retrograde in Capricorn. So there's a lot of action taking place there. Also, I think Uranus is affecting Capricorn as well, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got two full moon cards here firstly. Okay, let's talk about that. There's definitely an ending, some completion of a cycle, completion of a way of being, of the past, of something that has transpired, that may be also, there could be a sense of, grieving what has left. I'm getting almost also for some of you like an empty nest syndrome. I don't know if you are parents, okay, or if you've heard of this. It's like when somebody leaves your life, maybe not like, transitioning or anything, but it could be like somebody has moved on, or there's a connection that has come to an end, or somebody has literally like physically relocated or something, and there's that sense of loss that comes with it, even though you're happy for them. So it's a bit of a bittersweet feeling. That's what I'm picking up on here, okay? Because you have a lot to look forward to, especially when it comes to work. I feel you're going to be very inspired. You're going to sort of see the results of your efforts, like I said, and that's going to inspire you further to take more action, okay? And that's also the Sun's energy, which is affecting you, which is actually trumping both of these slightly dampening cards, which are on either side of the Sun, okay? And they are both minor arcana, so those are like temporary feelings and temporary phases, whereas the Sun is this beautiful, bright, major arcana energy, okay? So I do feel like for some of you, there could be some aspect of your life or a relationship that has come to a close, and you are, maybe slightly like looking back at what was, remembering this person, or thinking about the times you've spent with them, and that's it's I would say it's keeping you a bit stuck in the past, okay? But with the full moon in Capricorn, end of a tough cycle approaches. This is telling me that, and again, Capricorn is connected to like our past and, karma as well. I feel like you're ready to move forward, but you're in that phase where, at least in the beginning of the week, you're going to be in that mood where you're still thinking about and being affected and impacted by the energies of the past, be it in a connection or even something that has been really challenging, okay? I'm seeing also that you could be getting new opportunities which are going to bring in a lot of success, a lot of prosperity, okay? And they're going to help you break free from this conundrum that you've been in, okay? And this I also see as a victory over your own mind, over your perspective, okay? Some of us like have this natural, default state of consciousness or a default mindset, which can be about, oh, but this is missing, okay? So instead of that, you're gonna like break free from that in the upcoming week, and you're gonna start to feel a lot more grateful as well for everything that is working for you, okay? And with that also, there is this end of a cycle that has been challenging, especially when it comes to work, because Capricorn is connected to work and your day-to-day, your money situation, your foundations, and also the father, okay, the father or the masculine figure. So those are areas where you may have faced a lot of challenges, and that is now coming to an end. And there is, like I said, the birth of some new connection, friendship, or like-minded people coming in who are, like I said, really good for your soul. They are good for your growth, okay? They see the potential in you, and they recognize you for your gifts, your talents, and for this amazing, magnificent person that you are, and that automatically also pulls you out of this energy of the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords, okay? So there are some supportive connections I feel coming in, provided you are like open to them, okay? And creatively, I think this is a fantastic week. Everything that you put your heart and soul into is going to flourish, okay? Especially if you have maybe your own business or you're doing something online. I'm also seeing like, more clients coming in if you have your own, freelance work or business. And that's going to inspire you to further, take action. So we have romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And have patience, love is patient and kind always. These are the messages when it comes to your love life. You could be actually discovering, like I said, a new connection in your life. Demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Take inspired action. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And also this shift of perspective, I feel, is going to take you there, okay? Because usually the 5 of Cups shows somebody who is mourning the loss of, or the spillage rather, of 3 cups which are full. And the person doesn't notice that there are 2 cups behind him or her. That's how the original Rider-Waite depicts it. So it's a change in perspective, a shift in perspective that is required. Yes, there is a grieving process that we all go through when it comes to moving out of the old and into the new. But that should be like a temporary phase, and it's it's not going to help us if we like dwell on it for too long, right? Because then we can miss out on the opportunities that are coming our way, and that we may be blinded to because we're not able to see anything but our grief. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there are definitely some new opportunities coming your way, whether it is in terms of romance, or it could also be friendship, but there are connections here that are supportive. And yeah, it's requiring you to have patience and also to be kind to yourself. Okay, to allow yourself to process that, the difficult emotions, and come out of it, because you are going to do that eventually, is what I feel. Okay, those are your messages, group number 3. I hope this was useful, and I wish you all the very best. Have a fabulous week ahead, and do take care of yourself. Bye bye.